You are now live with Taji.
It's your girl Live with Taji. It is Tuesday night on WEMS Radio, and I got some dope guests that are going to be on the show very shortly. First, I have Yes, it's Blessed, and then I'm gonna have Phunny Phy later on. And welcome to Zoom, everyone. It's crazy. We're under quarantine, so we're not allowed to leave our homes unless it's essential. And we do know that radio is essential in most cases, but listen, we got to have social distancing going on because this COVID is no joke. So before I introduce and go straight into yes, it's blessed. Of course, I just wanted to touch up on some things with me real quick. Oh, make sure you guys watch us, by the way, on YouTube. All right, put in WEMS Radio in that search engine or go to WEMSradio.com if you want to listen in. All right, and again, you're with your girl until 10. So quickly, I just want to say, I know a lot of people had to put events and so forth on hold. And, for those that do know that I'm a wardrobe stylist, Fashion Coffee, and I didn't want to let everybody know. And I was telling Prophet I wanted to wait. I had it for some time, but your girl is in Fashion GXD magazine by Pilar Scratch. So, I had the digital version, but right there. Yes, that's me. I look different right now. I got the red hair or whatever, but that's me. Okay. So it's always good to be in print. You can find this magazine on madcloud.com, Walmart, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, and more. All right. So follow your girl. And as far as a wardrobe stylist, I also produce fashion shows and coordinate them. So I just wanted to say real quick that for September New York Fashion Week, I am having my second annual Style Up fashion show, Saturday, September 12th. And, before this whole COVID issue happened, I was actually planning to get some designer auditions together. They're still happening, but if you're interested, definitely shoot your girl an email or DM me at fashion_coffee_ or fashion coffee lover. All right, it's gonna be dope. All different types of designers, and I'm gonna have some music artists performing there, and then some. So I'm happy for that, and join. Tickets are up on Eventbrite, and I'm just waiting to things for settle down for those that want to actually meet in person. So yes, I am accepting online submissions. So again, fashioncoffeelover@gmail for those that want to showcase their looks on the runway. It's going to be at National Black Theater in Harlem. It's very close to transportation. So there you go. So a lot of models, y'all already know I'm very supportive, and those that I've built relationships with, I'm going to see you there, hopefully. So save the date, vendors, sponsors, everyone, hit me up. So, yes, it's blessed. What's up?
Yes. Peace. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. So, I got to just go right into the whole yes, it's blessed. Like, where did that come from? Like, it's not yes, it's blessed or just blessed. It's yes, it's blessed. Explain that for me.
I need to clarify first. It's about having a yes lifestyle, but not being a yes person. A lot of people confuse that. And it really came from like the conversation when I introduce myself, especially when I go to Brooklyn and it's like a common greeting, like to say peace, bless. So people are like, your name is blessed. And I'm like, yes. And they're like, bless. Yes, it's blessed. It just ends up being like that. And part of my intro, because I do spoken word as well, when I introduce myself, the first thing I'll say is I'm blessed, but never forget you are too. I come from a world far from view. My nationality is a galaxy, and I work with dope beings like you to make dreams a reality.
Oh, that was cute.
My whole mission with everything I do.
Nice. Spoken word. I know a few people that do spoken open mics, actually. That's super dope. I like that line you had right there. So yes, like I get it. People be like, "Blessed is your name." Like, yes, yes, it's blessed. Like, it is what it is. All right. So I read that you're a body painter
Yes.
and a
Body
UV
painter, face
specialist.
painter. It's primarily what I do, even though I could paint on all surfaces, clothes, murals, canvases, you name it. In this time, I've currently had a transition to just commission pieces. So now that people are just sending me requests for canvases, I've definitely had to like, take a break with the face painting and the body painting and hang up that coat for a little bit. But that's what
Yeah.
I identify with the most. I love like, amplifying stories and meeting people and like that way.
Oh, so I mean, so you pretty much can paint anything, but if you had to pick, it would be body painting.
Yes. I've
Yeah.
got
So what?
women, dancers,
Mm,
mom, all kinds of like walks of life, and it's just a beautiful way to like amplify. Like I feel like I'm not only creating the art, also who I'm painting is adding to what I'm doing.
right. So how did it start? Like, was it something that was? Because some people say like you either got it or you don't got it. Well, you can actually be taught. So how did that start? Like, were you young and then just like, oh, I think I got this. Like, I could draw this, or I could draw people, or whatever. Like, how did it start?
From when I was younger, I was always drawing. My dad is an artist. He's a graph head. He was always like bombing, tagging, doing commissions as well, airbrushing. So it was definitely ingrained from like a young age. Like I would do like school homework and it just says something simple like, oh, just circle the squirrel that has like 3 balloons. And he's like, nah, you got to put grass around the squirrel. You got to do the shading. If the sun is over
Ah,
here and where the shadow's falling. So it was like just a very common practice to like use creativity to express. Like if words failed, I would just do a drawing. I would bring up a song and be like, this is what I'm feeling. And it picked up in 2013 though. I had only been painting for 7 years. I mean, body painting specifically for 7 years. And ironically enough, it was like just after a 7-year breakup. I mean, I was with someone for 7 years and like
oh
after a
wow.
breakup. And at the time I was working with a company called Sugar and Spikes, and like we did a lot of like fashion shows and modeling. So that's dope that you brought that up. I
Oh,
didn't even know that. And it was like, whoa.
oh wow.
Time I was just like, yo, I need to find a body painter. I want to do this shoot to represent like, this breakup. And like they painted my face like a biohazard symbol. And they painted bricks on me. And that was the first
Mm.
artist that painted me. His name is Christian Diaz. He's really dope. And it just like it picked up from one thing to another. I got booked for like the first 4 or 5 months, like all different kinds of events and photo shoots and different projects. And then one day we were at a barbecue and it was like the week of my birthday, and that was with Art Cartel. We're like not in collaboration anymore, but like that's definitely like part of like my roots. And the artist was late and there was a whole bunch of people waiting to get painted. I had paint on me because it just became a custom for me to just have like a kit whenever like artists needed certain things. And so like that's when I really started painting like publicly with a crowd. And then the curator of that event was like, you want to come on next week as an artist? And they just started throwing me on flyers, booking me as an
Mm.
artist. And then I fell in love with blacklight body painting. That's like my preferred medium of choice.
Really?
Blacklight body painting.
I'm like, okay, so to me, I feel like the black light body painting, is that what you like, UV light?
Yeah.
So that that's only to me, is that only good when it's dark? Because I've seen UV lighting on models, but during the day, like, at a fashion show to add to stuff, but it was never like with the lights off.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like you definitely need like a good amount of darkness. It's more effective. Like unless you have just bright neon paint, and then it's not UV reactive. But with UV reactive, you need like the black lights. I have like 11 over here in this corner, because sometimes I'll just flood like my whole room and just start painting and like doing different pieces.
Mm.
And I love the play on words. Like it's literally black light. Like I just love it.
So what do you love so much about the UV light and the fact that, it's lights out and ooh, look what I made? Like, would you prefer to do like a fashion show, let's just say a fashion show, and you did body painting on a model for a fashion show during the day, or would you prefer like a night fashion show, lights out, UV light?
They would just be different. Like you
Either
can,
way.
I would like prefer doing it with like the neon paint and the black lights, because then it's like you can like just playing with shadows and lighting, you have like more negative space. So it's like if you have a black background and then you're painting neon on someone, you can paint hands on them. I mean, you can paint birds on their hands, and then it looks like the birds are flying. In the
Oh, got it. So it's got like that effect to it.
yeah, and like to get a little scientific with it, like neon colors are matter moving at the fastest speeds. So like when you turn on a UV light, it's ultraviolet frequencies and vibrations. So it's like you're only muting out all the other slower speeds and frequencies and only focusing on the matter moving at the fastest speeds. And I feel like that's what it's like when I connect with creatives. Like they're just on a completely different wavelength, on a different kind of like mental, and yeah, waiting for everybody else to catch up.
Nice. All right, so wait, hold up. We're gonna go back real quick to the body painting. Like, how was that experience on the first person that you painted? Was like, yo, I'm gonna need you to drop your clothes
Oh,
so
it
I
was
can paint your
summertime, so
body?
everybody was already not wearing much.
Oh,
But
so it was easy.
yeah, so it's like everybody was already like in shorts and like bathing suit tops. But when I started painting like at bigger events that were like raves and like different kinds of like nightlife stuff and festivals, it felt like I found like the cheat code to life. I'm like, yo, I would never have like $300 to go to this festival, and now I'm getting paid to be here. And then I saw like it was a lot of male painters and male artists. So like I saw how like artists that I started off with like really cool, they became intimidated by it because people would prefer coming to my table. Women especially would prefer coming to my table because they're just like, I wouldn't even ask them, and they're like, oh, I'm comfortable with you, I'm just gonna take my whole top off. And it's like, okay, like, yeah, that's what's up. But yeah,
Good. Like that's
yeah,
cool.
I thought it was gonna be a one-time thing, like I'm just telling my breakup story. And then it was like I heard so many more stories, and I'm like, nah, like I'm in love with this. Like I don't see me doing anything else. Like, and yeah, it just went on and on. It was like a bigger blessing. I didn't know at the time, but it was like, how do you deal with a breakup? Like you stumble on a new career path, I guess.
Yeah. It's like an expression, right? I guess a way of like dealing with your emotions. There's people that, listen to music. There's people that write, there's people that fight. But,
Exactly.
it's a nice way of expressing yourself, you
Yeah.
know?
And in that time, I was coming into like appreciating self-love, the value of like like personal inner peace, doing everything you do with purpose. And I thought I was just like, acting impulsively and being creative. I didn't like,
You
see
didn't know it was gonna
how far
do.
it would go, but I love it.
That's crazy. So what's the preparation like when you body paint somebody? So let's say somebody comes to me and like, yo, I want to get my body painted. What is the prep? Like, what do they like? What's the walkthrough? Like, what's needed from a client?
Well, to like get an idea of like how much time it's going to take, if there's a rate that needs to be generated, it depends on the concept that they want to come up with. Sometimes it could be something really simple, like they just want a pattern on their neck and their shoulder, and sometimes they're like, I want 3 dragons going down my leg. So then I conceptualize like, the time frame and what materials I'm going to need. Like, is it going to be just 2 colors? Is it going to be metallics? Am I going to have to airbrush and use stencils? And then I could gauge like, what I'm doing a little bit better.
So does somebody have to be like fresh out the shower? Does it matter if they have hair on their body or not?
That doesn't matter. The only factor is they can't have like lotion on or like any kind of cream. Like I tell them like, avoid wearing like any kind of cream or oils. Definitely bring it afterwards. I always need to know like if the space that we're using, like is there going to be a shower there they could wash off immediately. A lot of the times they just want to wear it out. They're like, I'm going to this spot afterwards, I want to keep it on. I'm just going to add my makeup and that's it. Or or I have to bring baby wipes, like a whole lot of baby wipes.
Oh, how long would you say that it would last?
It washes off right away. I use a setting spray, so unless you get like really sweaty, it doesn't rub off or get too crazy. But if you plan on going out dancing and getting mad sweaty, yeah,
Yeah, like that's it. When
Smudge.
I touch you, it's gonna be on my finger. I'm gonna be like, yo, like you melting on me. You know, like what's going on here? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
okay,
definitely got, sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead.
I definitely got more familiar with makeup since body painting. So I've yet to like experiment with like body paint and primer, see if that like, has the same, where you just rub and it doesn't do anything.
Mm.
But mostly what I do is like for a specific scene, a specific video, a specific picture, and then we do that and that's it. Except for kids. Like when I do kids face painting, that's like purely like have fun. Like kids will want to come back and be like, can you fix right here? Can you fix right there? Unless it's a birthday party and they like the birthday boy, the birthday girl. I'm like, nah, I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
about impermanence and being in the moment. So that's a dope learning lesson regardless.
right. So that's cool that you actually get booked for like birthday parties too for kids.
Yeah.
Like, because you say you paint on their face. And I mean, I know a lot of kids are looking into that, but that's good to know because I don't have any kids, but I have a lot of friends that have kids, and they be, you know how they be going crazy with the parties. Like, listen, like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some face painting, so now I can be like, I know somebody that does that. And for parties like that, do you charge based on the hour, or because for kids, it's not extreme. It's just a little, drawing on the face, whether it's one, two, or three little things.
Yeah.
Um, is it based on like per drawing on the face, or if like somebody's booking you, is it for however long they need you there for?
If it's under 20 kids, then it's they're just booking me accordingly to what they want. And then when it's under 20 kids, they can like the rates go by, okay, I could do just cheek art or I could do the full face because I could take my time painting everybody. But if it's like a block party or it's like 20 plus kids, then like it's by the hour. And then I'll let them know. I always give them a heads up like half an hour before, like, hey, like, and then they'll be like, yeah, stay here longer, or like, okay, cool, like this is the end of the line, and then we cut off the line.
Yeah, like, oh man, that sounds so fun. Like, I didn't think about like you actually doing like painting on kids. I'm was more thinking like adults because I seen the whole body painting aspect, but I know how far it can go in different areas, but that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely try to keep it in two separate realms because, like, some kids they do want to see like my page, and then I want them to go on. They're like, whoa, even though
Yeah.
like it's about like embracing like divine feminine and how like my mission with body painting specifically is like we're in a very hypersexualized society, so it's like associating more the female form with art. So a lot of parents like they already know what's good, and they're like they already know they've seen all these things before. It's cool, it's fine, and then some parents
Yeah,
are like, oh my god, this is repulsive.
right. The kids done seen it all at this day and age. My goodness, they done seen it all. It is what it is. So you do other painting as well, not just the body, but you're known for body painting.
Mhm.
So I did see you do like Scarface.
Yeah, that's in my building. I'm on the fifth floor. That's on like the 16th floor in my building.
Dope.
That's
So
what I'm doing.
so you can draw pretty much anything, like because every painter artist actually has their own thing that they love. So I know that you love body painting, but when it comes to actually like painting, like whether it's a mural or on the wall or so forth, right? Are you good with like drawing people, like faces, or is it more like landscape, different type? Like what is your go-to, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. Like a lot of like I usually surprise myself sometimes when I think like it'll be more difficult or be like you know what honestly I could see if I could do it but I can't guarantee anything right away, and then I'll do a portrait and they'll be like more than happy with it. And yeah, like I usually like especially like with RIP portraits, like I don't want to mess up somebody's face. Especially
Right.
if they just pass. So it's like I put the pressure on myself to be like, nah, this can't come out busted. This can't come out looking crazy. And
Have
yeah,
you
like
had that situation? I mean, we're all human. We go through situations. Have you had that to where you painted someone and then you didn't like it, but they did, but you was like, nah, and then you just had to like start over or fix something?
not really. Like I don't really use like the word can't So like I'll tell them, I'll be like, let's find out. Like they'd be like, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? Like one of the first sketches I did when I was like 17 is like that sketch that it's like on a lot of shirts and stuff, but it's like Bob Marley and the lion behind him.
Right.
That was like the first like most difficult thing that I've done, but it was like, nah, I gotta make sure I do this right. So I just took my time. It took longer than usual, but I just learned like different methods that I didn't even know were there.
Have you done like a full body, like head to toe body painting? How long would you say that it would take to do that on someone? I mean, I
Anyway,
know it depends on the height, right? It depends on the height, depends on their size and all of that, or
it's anywhere from like 2 to 6 hours, also depending on how detailed you want it to be.
6 hours?
Yeah, because only if they want something really detailed. And I'm imagining like, you know, like portraits, like faces or scales, like from an animal, like if they want to look very detailed. But like usually, I think the longest the longest process that I've ever done was like 4 hours. And that was with NYC Body Paint Day. And that was like the fifth or sixth time that I painted somebody full body.
Damn, yeah, your hands don't ever get tired from painting?
Nah. Like it's definitely passion driven. Like there's times where I'll paint and then when I'm done, I'm like, oh shit, I'm hungry. I mean, oh my bad.
No,
Oh man, I'm
good.
hungry. Or like I gotta go take a piss. Like I didn't even realize I was home. Like I'll just get so in my zone that like yeah, it's really passion driven. Like it doesn't make me tired. It doesn't make me feel like it's a burden or like damn, I gotta go to work. Like I look forward to it. Days where I'm like triple or quadruple booked are my favorite. And
Mm.
I was even describing it a couple weeks ago, like when like in the beginning of March when all of this was like starting to happen. I always describe like when I'm out in the city, especially if I hit like more than 3 boroughs in one day, it feels like the city is breathing. And the last time I went out and I had a triple booking, I had to do 2 workshops and then paint at an event. And I was like, yo, I feel like the city is wheezing. Like it really feels like the city is wheezing, like it's struggling to like, you know, be like a normal Friday, or like there's no such thing as a
Damn.
normal Friday in New York, but it
Yeah,
was
you're right.
unfamiliar.
Especially now, it's definitely no normal
Yeah.
Friday. Especially now. But I heard you workshop. So do you teach people how to draw?
Yeah, that's fairly new. That was a blessing that came my way from this artist that I know. Her name is Corrine, and she's a dancer. Yeah, different kind of art, but
Okay.
and she booked me for like my first workshops in February, and the first one was it's kind of like a drink and draw, but it was like Valentine's Day, so it was like a family theme drink and draw. So it wasn't like the drinking, but it was the drawing.
Oh wow.
And kids, it was like parents with their kids, and that was like really cool. I actually have the canvas right here that I did.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
Yeah, it was like a picture that she pulled up, and then she was like, "Can you just guide everybody and show them how to do this?"
Oh, that's cute.
So it was like parents and the kids all working on their own canvases, doing different versions of this for the love
That's
of them.
cute. So sip and painting, is that gonna be your next thing since you said it just started?
Well, yeah, now a lot of it is on hold, but it's definitely
Well,
something I would like to continue. I've worked with 2 different recreation centers in Queens.
oh, in Queens, what you doing on my neck of woods?
Yeah, that's what Karina's at. So she invited me. She was working at the rec center over here in the Bronx. It was on like Longwood, and I did a mural out there. And so while she was like in between finishing working over there and then starting her new job in Queens,
Hmm,
she got to, like introduced me to like both realms.
nice. I mean, that's the whole like, meeting people thing, right? You never know who you meet wherever you go. You never know. But
Oh
that's
yeah,
dope that you're meeting people and they're like connecting you and like loving your work and say, hey, come back. Like, that's the best thing to hear from people. Come back.
so much. That's everything. It's everything. I try to like, no pressure or anything, but yeah, everything you do, it could branch out into 4 more opportunities.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Like, I always tried drawing when I was younger. I don't got it. I'm not gonna say I don't have it. I don't got it. I try. Even like I tried like even like being a designer like years ago. I was like, it's always good to draw your own thing. And my cousin tried. I was like, okay, I think I have this, but I think it has to be like instilled in you, you know. But sometimes people can teach you, but I feel like that maybe might take a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But that's dope. Like I've seen your work. People need to actually check into it. And I'm gonna remind them again. So where are they following you on I know you're on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes. I'm under
Right.
Yes is Blessed. You can find me under that. My Instagram is Blessedgram. A lot of people always ask me, they're like, you blessed the gram. It was like, no, I'm just blessed on Instagram. It's Blessedgram. I found out Prince's Instagram was Princetagram. I thought that was really dope.
Oh yeah, I love me some Prince, man.
Mm-hmm. I
But wait, we
definitely.
gotta tell people it's yes, comma. Yes, it's blessed, right?
Yeah.
Yes, comma, yes, it's blessed.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll come up. But yeah, yes, comma, yes, is blessed. Exclamation point. That's how you know it's
Excellent.
the right one.
And then Instagram is blessed. So BLESTAGRAM.
Yes.
Now, what about Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
Not really. Like I made a Twitter. I'm not on it. Honestly, it's probably yes is blessed too. I should resurrect that,
I
honestly.
know. Twitter is like, man, I be looking like I've been on it, I've been off, I've been on, I've been off. Now I'm on, and I'm like, if I kept it from all those years ago, I would have had like a lot of followers. But to me, I don't know, man. Facebook is where it's at. I mean, and Facebook too, of course, but you never know. So, do you get booked mainly from like word of mouth?
Yeah, referrals are everything. They really are. The first few years that I started, I used to just practice in this park down the block. Like I would just practice face painting. The first summer I was just starting. So like after like 2 weeks, I had like moms in the neighborhood, like just with the hustle mentality. They're like, you need to charge $1. You need to charge like $3. And I'm like, y'all gonna pay me? Okay, fine. So they like really pushed for that. But there was like, certain kids that they like, yo, I don't have any money. I never saw their parents. So just like incentivize them. I'm like, listen, if you could like bring over like 3, 4 kids, then you earned it. I'll paint your face, no problem. And they would help like
Oh,
fill the
that's
water and
nice.
clean the brushes. So it's like, I'm still like teaching like some kind of like business or incentive.
Oh, so you can
And
pretty
yeah,
much
so like
paint
a
on
lot
the
of
spot.
moms. Hmm?
So you could pretty much paint on the spot.
Yeah, but a lot of moms, they were like taking down my number and they were like referring me, and it would just throughout the years it would always happen like at the craziest times too. Like they'd be like, hey, like can I book you for this? I got your number from this lady down the block, and it just went around. The same thing when I did live events. I would go to one venue, I would get there like through a production, but then the venue would be like, yo, do you have a card? We want to book you for this thing that we're doing next week. Or I would meet other artists there and other like just other different productions, and yeah, just multiplies, branches out.
So what type of events would you say that you get booked the most at? I can understand raves. That's definitely understandable.
Yeah.
But would it be like a regular event and then people just happen to have people there painted? Like what type of events would you say that you get booked at?
They're mostly like art parties. In 2013, when I started getting into body painting and I started body paint modeling, that's like the same year they made it legal to be topless in New York. Originally it was
What? I didn't know that.
yeah, that's honestly why it picked up in so many venues and
What?
different spots.
Wait a
'Cause
minute. People can be topless in New York?
yeah, you could be topless in a public setting. But like originally it was like if only it had to do with art. Like before that, it's like there's like this one artist. Um, he would always make examples of that. He would like paint publicly and then would end up getting arrested just to show like what's wrong with art, but it's still art. And so yeah, that was the same year that it had just became legalized like to be topless in New York, and like cops can't mess with you. Venues like caught on to it and we're just like, okay, body painting, like this is really dope. We need more of this. And
Wow. So people, listen, you can be topless, but it has to be art affiliated, okay? Don't be like, I don't want anybody to be like, yeah, I can be topless. Let me just go out and go, woo, woo.
No,
No.
that's the thing now. That's what I was saying, that before 2013, you could only be topless if it had to do with art. That's personally what I do it for. But
But now you can. I can just walk outside and be like,
yeah, there
hey.
was this one chick that she exercised it. She has like a whole series of photos being out topless with her mom, and they're like picking fruit, like market stands and stuff.
So you can be topless, just not bottomless.
Yes, exactly.
All right. I learned something new. Okay. So if I see somebody topless, like I just gotta keep it moving. Like they not doing anything illegal.
Yep. It's part of the whole like free the nipple, the topless parade, all of that. That it's like it's not an invitation to be like disrespected or assaulted or anything like that.
Wow. Okay.
But me personally, I do like creative expression.
Good to know. Good to know. So as a painter, would you say that you have to keep up with trends all the time, or do you feel like you just follow your own thing?
I definitely follow my own thing. I feel like a lot of like the messages are like timeless and they just need to be said like over and over. And like the more I learn, like, things that I do that I think I'm coming up with, and it's like, oh, my mom did that when she was younger. Oh, my dad did that. Like, it's like, wow, like nothing is original. We're just making it our own. Like we're doing our own version of something that was probably done before. And like, just preserving the stories, preserving the culture, preserving like tradition.
Wow. This sounds fun. Like, wow. Okay, I'm learning a lot. So you paint on pretty much anything. A wall, a floor, a building. What about graffiti? Is that like something different? Because people always affiliate being an artist with doing graffiti work.
That's definitely part of my roots. When we were doing like art parties, like from 2013 to like I would say 17, I would go to certain venues and it's like they're like, yo, we love what you do, we love this, that, and the third. And then like there were times where I was just straight up like, no, because they were like, we want you to come here and do this, but we don't want hip hop, we don't want graffiti. I'm like, well then I don't understand why you called me, because that's definitely part of my roots and that's what I want to honor first. Like the graph heads that I saw, like when my dad would take me to art shows, there were artists who's like I would always see their tags, like growing up, like walking home from wherever. I would like write down certain tags, check them out online, whether it was MySpace or Instagram. And then like doing these events, there were artists that like I always saw their work and their evolution, and then I would meet them at the events and like put the face to the name.
Nice.
We would trade black books. We would hit up each other's stuff. And it started getting real surreal when I would meet artists that I heard of and they knew who I was. Like that was like, whoa, that's like really humbling. Like your shit is major. You're doing like 40-foot murals on this whole school.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
I'm doing like this canvas.
Yeah. I can imagine like if you're saying like how body painting can take up to like 6 hours, I can imagine how like when we go to places like what Brooklyn Collective or Bushwick Collective, and I mean there's paintings everywhere and they're big. Like I can imagine how long that takes. Have you ever done that? Like do a whole painting on the side of a building?
I did my biggest mural for the first time in January. And it was at the PAL Center. It was also the same space that Kareen was getting ready to leave. And this was the biggest piece I've ever done. I was so hyped. Like this is the PAL Center. It's like Police Athletic League.
Yeah.
It's been open for like 200 years, but at this point they have like no affiliation with the police. They have no affiliation. It's just a program, art center. And she asked me, can you come here and like, I want to put something here that makes the kids feel like, they're not coming into a precinct. They're not coming into a jail. They're not like punished or anything. They're not going to detention. We want to like open their minds and make them feel like, anything is possible. And like the wall was 8 feet high and I think like 24 feet wide. And when Kareen left, she wasn't like on the best terms with somebody else in the program. So he, like, a week after she left, he hired another artist to come and paint over the wall. So it's like, it kind of has like this bittersweet experience to it, because I was hyped to do like my biggest mural ever, and I saw the time that it took. We had to climb on ladders and get on the top of ladders, and like, even though it's not even there anymore, it got painted over like in February.
Damn.
It's still like, you know, it was a dope experience. It just made me want to do it even more. It didn't like discourage me in any way.
Right.
But it was
But
really
I mean, I know that took a lot of work though.
it
That takes a lot of work.
does. It does. Like, we reached out to News Channel 12. We were going to get like media coverage on it, and we were like waiting to hear back from the center. And then a month later, like, that's what I heard about.
So how do you feel like you're different from other artists? Like, what do you feel like, what makes you stand out more from others? Like, do you have like a specific touch or a specific look or something that you do when people like, yes, that's me, I did that? Like,
It's definitely, okay, so I have this pattern, right? And I call it like cyber tribal, because I feel like it's like the past converging with the future, which is always like the present and right now. And it's like a pattern that I do. And like, until I would say like 2 years ago, like for a long time, I'm like, I need to find my style. I need to find that thing that, like, when people see this art, they're like, yo, I know who did it. So like, starting like 2 years ago, like, people will come up to me at parties and be like, I knew you were here. I saw this person painting and I knew it was your style. I knew it was your work. And I'm like, yes. But I describe it as like cyber tribal. It's I use mostly a round brush, because that's like my favorite brush. It looks like this.
okay.
No, nobody could see this. And yeah, that's like my favorite style. It's inspired by, like, you know, it's inspired by the past, but then it's also like, you know, created from like personal expression as well. I would say, like, when I got into this art, like, I didn't know as much about, like, you know, like my family's history and like traditionally like what we did. And then it's like identifying like with Boricua blood. It was just like, they showed me certain patterns, they showed me certain symbols, and it was like, okay, this makes sense. Like, this is definitely not by coincidence.
That's
I thought it was
dope.
like going to be medicine, like just for self, and it just became like a whole unit of just healing, you know, like on multiple levels and forms.
So not only are you a painter, you also a model, huh?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Since 16, I was like signed with a casting agency, and they like trained me for like catalog modeling. I just went to the beach one day and they were like, do you model? And I went to a meeting, and it just went from there. Like, it was not something I was looking for or pursuing. They try to like hit us with a whole bunch of bread, like, oh, you got to pay this and you got to pay that. And I was like, nah, Tyra said that if they really want you, you don't got to pay anything. And that's exactly what happened.
Wow.
So yeah, and then it was funny because when I first started, because I'm only 5'3". When I first started, they were like, you're under 5'5". Don't even worry about runway modeling. Like, you are not going to get to a point where you do runway modeling like that. If it happens, it's going to be very rare. And then when I started working with Sugar and Spikes, like when I was like 20, 21, then it was the complete opposite. Like, you know, they work with like anyone that's not the typical industry standard. Like, at that time, it was like, we don't want girls that are 6 feet tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. Like, that's not what we're looking for. Like, and so like it got to a point where I had like the most experience with my modeling was with runway. You know, they got me booked with what was it? Oh, Cake Boss, like the reality show Cake Boss. Like, we had an episode where they did like we had a fashion show, and they did like a cake for us, and the theme of the fashion show was like zombies and survivors. So like half the models were dressed like survivors, half the models were dressed like zombies. I got to be a zombie model.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was really fun. It was and then that at the time I wasn't even body painting yet, but that was like at a neon blacklight indoor golf course, like somewhere in Jersey, in the middle of a snowstorm. At that.
Wow, this sounds dope. But I want to talk about more of this, but I want us to take a quick break. I know everybody usually, I usually have my light or whatever everybody sees, but I'm not gonna have my light now. But we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come right back, and I want to talk more about this modeling.
Yes.
All right, so everybody, you're live with Taji on WEMS Radio with Yes,
Yes.
It's Blessed.
Yes.
And we'll be right back.
Yes.
So potential. In and out of town, I keep attention. Ride around the city, started in a rental. Talking about that money, always sentimental. Always on the go to work out my potential. Live up to the part I know that I was meant to. So potential. In and out of town, I keep attention. Just all the mental, how that in my garage is fall. Turn my back to simple, never thought that I'd be a star. But then my diamonds twinkle, pray the Lord bless me a temple. Dancing to my tempo, got ambition and got a pencil in the pad. I used to vid through money making shit, so stressful, pinching pennies, leave it dental. Then I'm spewing through my dental, I be on my shit too. With niggas I know it's potent, like us poets, only speaking they been through. Quiet, my drama is mental, thoughts that's filling up my temple. Heat to demons, told me blow you back to wherever they sent you. Inspiration, I'm renewing it, releasing like I'm moving it. Clean from all the foolish men, hit licks like I'm screwing lips. So potential. In and out of town, I keep attention. Ride around the city, started in a rental. Talking about that money, always sentimental. Always on the go to work out my potential. Live up to the part I know that I was meant to. So potential. In and out of town, I keep attention. My disposition, I don't feel. It's always thug and love will kill. Quick tongue and real. When they talk, they switch and walk a real. I don't exercise, no trust, I'm real stiff. All the cheese, I'm a Mac and D. I play the game, even though it's sleeves. I roll the dice after I roll my sleeve. I know the means, I ain't doing it for free. You know the fee, that is all I need. Peaches and cream, 112 at the scene. Booty twerking, she know she mean. Bouncing harder for a baller. So potential. In and out of town, I keep attention. Ride around the city, started in a rental. Talking about that money, always sentimental. Always on the go to work out my potential. Live up to the part I know that I was meant to. So potential. In and out of town, I keep attention.
And the bass stay booming. Carry on round two. And the bass stay booming. Ho up, carry on round two. And this club stay lit up. We don't worry about the hate you give us. That shade is a downgrade. Nowadays we be ballin' out our way. And everybody out way. Getting money, nigga, nowadays. And the bass stay booming. Ho up, carry on round two. And this club stay lit up. We don't worry about the hate you give us. That shade is a downgrade. Nowadays we be ballin' out our way. And everybody out way. Getting money, nigga, nowadays. Damn, I got it. Money grand in my hands with no profit. Baby, I be too fly for these rockets. Baby, I be just fine with these props. Man, I'm bout it. Walking all over town and be copping. You a hater, you frown, cause be topping. Spread a word around town, I be nothing. But I can't be nothing. Grind hard, my nigga, and we stuck. Shine bright, you can't even see nothing. Dollar signs whenever that we come. Still hustle, I think it's like 3 something. Are you sleep, man, we don't. Talk crazy, my nigga, and we something. Living life, goddamn, we pump. Getting money, nigga, nowadays. I was always just a grind away. Always just a grind away. Now I'm here, baby, now to stay. And the bass stay booming. Go up, carry on round two. And this club stay lit up. We don't worry about the hate you give That shade is a downgrade. Nowadays, we ballin' out way. And everybody out way. Getting money, nigga, nowadays. Babe, you know I'm about it. Riding with me, then ride with me, no stop. Now I'm on, you know they gon' beat ya. Popping bottles all night, cause she pop. Do they love me or these pop? Counting money, my nigga, to keep watch. I do whatever y'all niggas don't see. I keep it moving, y'all niggas just keep stop. Why you think you keep up? I'm a paper chaser, my nigga, I keep ya. Pennies for my dogs, nigga, I keep ya. Stay away from lames, cause niggas, they keep block. And the bass gon' keep rock. I don't hear you square, so nigga just keep quiet. Club so turned, feel like a street rock. My nigga, yeah, we rock.
All right, when you ready, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are back, and I got yes, it's blessed.
Yes.
In our own buildings, because I say in the building, but you know we in our own our own spaces right now.
I'm in my house.
Yes, under quarantine style Zoom interview. Yay, fun times. Oh, saying hi to the cat real quick. Hi, cat. So for those that are just now tuning in, you missed a lot of fun information about body painting and UV painting, a whole bunch of painting. And but before we went on break, we was talking about how you also model, right? And you said you were signed off to a casting agency.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you still with an agency or more
No, it's
independent?
definitely like not my forte as much anymore. I don't do it as much as I used to do. On like special requests, I'll still be down to do it. But yeah, like body painting became my baby, and then like, you know, we're not seeing each other right now. It's really sad. I miss him.
Crazy. Do you paint like every day, or do you give yourself days off?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know how sometimes you feel like you still need to perfect certain things, or you feel like you still need to practice, and even when you're off, are you really off or no?
Yeah, I just go from like doing the pieces that I'm asked to do to doing like pieces that I want to do. And then that's like more like therapeutic for me.
Do you airbrush?
Not as much as I should, but yeah, I have like 3 airbrushes. I've airbrushed. Bless you, that was my cat.
Wow, I've never heard a cat sneeze before.
But I've airbrushed with body paint. I've airbrushed for clothes. I've airbrushed with stencils, because that's another thing. I do work with stencils a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My first stencil gig was with MTV Korea, and that was really dope because it was like the same year that I started. And I just, at the time, I didn't have the bread to get business cards yet. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to take some vinyl. I'm going to airbrush and spray paint, like, you know, these stencils. And I gave it to people. And I'm like, here, this is a sticker. It has my information on the back, but I also made the sticker. And Terry Nelson, he works with Hip Hop USA. The day I met him, I gave him the sticker, and he was like, "You do stencils? That's crazy, because I'm looking for someone to do stencils for this job." And
there you go. They go to connect.
Yeah, I got.
You ever thought about graphic designing? Or
I studied graphic design, but only for like 2 years, online classes. And that helped with like designing flyers. And then when I did get to design like my own cards that I like ordered and stuff.
Yeah, because that kind of like falls under the same, you know, umbrella, even though it's different. Everybody has their specific thing that they love, you know?
Yeah, and at that time when I was studying it, I still wasn't body painting yet, but it was just like, I don't know what I want to do, but I know I want to own it. So let me study graphic design and business.
That's what's up. That's what's up. For a lot of your gigs, I'm gonna say, do you prepare yourself, or do you like to freestyle? Like, do you do like, okay, I have an idea. I think I'm gonna, you know, paint some dragons and some moons and all of that on the person? Or do you go and you're like, okay, this is what the person looks like, they tell me what they want, and I just do it?
If I'm getting hired to paint, like it's like live body painting, and like that's like more of like a performance art, then I have a concept, you know, because that's arranged like way more in advance. Like, you know, they book the model, I have the concept, I know, like, you know, what the event is about, if they have a specific color scheme. And then if I'm getting hired to do like a festival or a rave, it's just a long line of people, and
Right.
you painting them as fast as possible. So it's like, hey, what do you like? What do you want? I have stencils if you want to look through that. And then they're like, oh, just go crazy. That's my favorite.
Yeah, of course.
And it's usually like, if it's like a group, if it's like 4 or 5 people, then like they're like, I want this right here, and I want it to look like this, and I want these flowers coming down, and I want it to rain bubbles. And I'm like, okay. And then the last person is like, do whatever you want. And then I'll go off, and then everybody else will be like, damn, I should have asked for the same thing.
Yeah.
That's like the funniest when that happens. That happens all the time.
Aw. Have you ever thought about being a tattoo artist?
It's asked a lot. I honestly have 3 tattoos on me that I've drawn for an artist to do on me. And I have a number of people that have asked me like, yo, can you draw this sketch for me? I'm going to take it to a tattoo artist and get it done. It's something that was like heavily considered. Honestly, in this time, I should practice it.
Yeah, right? I mean, definitely continue to do what you love, which I know is body painting, and that kind of is body painting in a way, you know.
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
transitioning.
digging a needle into somebody.
Yeah,
But
with body art, it's like the art of impermanence and how like things are not forever. And for like starting 2 years ago, I was like, okay, I do need to shift into more canvases and murals, because it's not forever, but I feel like I'm just putting my name out there and then it's just getting wiped off over and over. So it's like, I do need to shift into more permanent pieces. So I was like, you know, that's when I started considering like tattooing more. I did have a friend that they were ready to like, you know, invest in the whole thing and be like, yo, I'm going to get you tattoo guns. I'm going to get you like, you know, the fake skin things to practice on, but they ended up like moving. But it's still something I'm like down to consider. Like, I guess so. Like, if anybody knows any tattoo shops or anybody down to apprentice.
nice. Nice. Sure, we might see you on Black Ink, maybe. You know?
Possibly. We actually, we were like in like a Halloween episode. We were like painting like in the episode. Like, I didn't know what was going on like in the episode because I was painting.
Oh.
We were featured in it. I was featured in Urban Ink magazine.
Nice.
And I was with Sugar and Spikes, and I was on Ink Masters getting my tongue and my lip tattooed by Kate Cutter. That was in season 2. It was like a flash elimination round.
Oh wow. Nice.
My outlet faded. They did like an outlet on my tongue, and well, the plug on my tongue and the outlet on the lip. So like the outlet is still visible, but not the plug anymore.
Oh wow. What about digital painting?
I do need to get more familiar with it. I don't have like a drawing tablet or anything like that. So like digital art is not something I do as much. Before everything was going on, we did start a workshop with a middle school in Queens, where it was with the Department of Transportation, and we were going to get to a point where we designed like these I think like 14-foot banners, or like 8-foot, no, not, I don't think 14, probably like 8-foot banners that they were going to put around the school to teach kids about traffic safety. So like that whole thing got put on hold. Like we went Friday the 13th, it was in March. So it was Friday the 13th. We're in this sign shop. It's like a whole bunch of signs. And I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but this is a sign.
Yo.
That following Monday, that's when they shut down schools. So they were like, what are we gonna do next week? What's the next thing we're going to do? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know, guys. Like, we only got to the point where we taught them about the workshop, the importance of traffic safety, and then we started like the brainstorming process. So we didn't get to the part of like digitally transferring it.
Wow. So speaking of which, a lot of things that you probably didn't get to do, because I know we're about to end. So I know we're during this whole COVID pandemic, quarantine. Did you have anything planned or going on that had to be rescheduled? Do you have anything going on now that you actually can do? Like, because, you know, we don't know when this quarantine is supposed to end, you know?
Yeah, a lot of things like were just postponed, are just like up in the air for me right now. What I've been falling back on heavily was commission pieces. I do like a lot of work, like, since it's down so many different avenues, I had the blessing of like, checks still coming in, but I'm still waiting on like 5 right now because of everything that's going on. But I don't know, I didn't realize when I picked the name, but like blessings are still coming through.
That's good. That's really good. Oh shoot, it looked like we got Phunny Phy coming in. Oh wait, I don't know who that is. We got somebody coming in. But yeah, that's cool. So hopefully everybody basically continue to stay tuned, stay in tune actually with Yes, Yes, It's Blessed. And I want to make sure everybody follows and supports. Listen, if you need someone to paint, I know everyone loves like to have a dope painting in their bedroom, or even like a kid birthday party when we're actually allowed to leave. And once you start having those kid parties, even adult parties, you need a body painter. She's your girl.
Early.
Right? And for anything else, pretty much, because you say you paint anything.
Yeah, I could paint on any surface. You want me to paint a cup? You want me to paint your desk? You want me to paint a bowl? I can do that. I painted on shoes, clothes.
I know Michael's is like your best friend, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I honestly, I got a lot of my body paints from like beauty supply stores. They're way cheaper than going to an art store. So that's a little hack for anybody out there wanting to get into body art.
All right. So what would you say to upcoming artists right now in regards to like painting, like, any advice you want to give them on how to, network and get your name out there more?
Yeah. It's definitely not what you do, it's the way you do it. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance. There's certain things that are deserving and meant for you. And there's certain things that, like, if you hear a no, do better. Those are definitely things I don't hear a lot. And right now, can I just mention two Instagrams that I think people should really get familiar with? One is Take Back the Bronx. They're organizing right now a rent strike. And they also do an amazing job with like keeping people informed on like different ways and programs that have already been established and programs that are coming up right now in this like very difficult time. And another one is Decolonize This Place. They also organize like a lot of different like strikes, rallies, and movements like all throughout the city. They keep, people informed about like, what certain laws, bills are being passed right now. I think this is a really good time to like, really inform yourself and educate yourself on the whole process. Cause like, we could be as mad at the president as we want, but unless like, we're familiarizing ourselves with like, when they are passing certain bills, cause they're doing it like, in the darkness of the night while people are distracted. But yeah, get familiar with those two movements. Take Back the Bronx and Decolonize This Place.
That's what's up. That's dope. Yes, yes, it's blessed. Yes. So is that what everybody calls you, or that's what you like? Is there any nicknames like just Yes, Yes?
No, it's definitely blessed.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's blessed. All right. Well, it was definitely a pleasure talking to you. Shout out to Jazzy and Modest, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have met you. And definitely make sure everybody, if you're not following Yes, Yes, It's Blessed already, make sure you follow on Instagram, right? Blestagram. So BLESTAGRAM. And then you have Facebook, Yes, Yes, It's Blessed. And you should automatically come up. So if you need a body painter, a UV specialist, someone to do a mural, face painting, all of that, she's your girl. And if you can't remember that, hit up Live with Taji and I will just direct you. All right. So hopefully I get to see some more work. I'll keep looking at your page and see what you got going,
Yes, and, always, all days. It's poetry month. I did not know that until this month. So I'm definitely like working on a really dope poetry video right now. I wrote the piece like 2 years ago. It says a lot.
Wow. All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
On this Zoom interview, and hopefully we could do an actual live one, person to person.
Yes.
All right, so we'll stay in touch and make sure y'all follow, all right?
Yes. Peace.
Hey.
Ay Dios, Moreno.
I love your beats.
Be very careful who you call out to. They may pop up. Screaming freedom, freedom. They're asking me to free her, but you don't wanna see her. Screaming freedom, say my chopper be singing it go. You don't want no problems with me now. Frida Kruger, bitch, I told you that I'm hot. Bank up, bitch, get off me, yeah, I'm out. I make it rain, then I clear it out. Chicken noodle, bitch, I'm fucking hot. You wish you knew what I fucking does. I drip so hard that I'm causing floods. Ooh, I don't want your hugs, ma'am. Please don't touch me. I don't want your love. I don't got time for you motherfucking dubs. I'm getting money, red hair like Peg Bundy, one knee like Ben Lundy. I make your bitch bend for me, screaming freedom, freedom. They asking me to free her, but you don't wanna see her. Screaming freedom, say that. My chopper be singing it go. You don't want no problems with me now. Frida Kruger, bitch, I told you that I'm hot. Back up, bitch, get off me, yeah, I'm out. You gon' mention me, then say it in threes. The realer, the realest, the killer, the talk to my header. I look in the mirror, I always deliver. Cutting these checks while I'm cleaning my clippers. Cinderella and Tim took off the slippers. They can't beat me, and that's why they better. I'm who they wanna be, I am the picture. Woo! Bitch, you a cookie, your nigga a looker, and I'm a looker. I make you so shook, girl. Bitch, I'm a pusher, you Ashton Kutcher. I am the sun, you are a punk. I never claim you, bitch, you're not my son. You are a dub, you are a joke. I am the pope, but I don't say no hoes. Woo! I don't say no hoes. I am the pope, but I don't say no hoes. I don't say no ops and I don't say no jokes. Cause I just got built and I only got time for some bitches who get out of business, who stick to their fitness, who move with precision, who stick to my vision and play their position. Screaming freedom. You know how we get it, you see how we living. Freedom. You hate on the kid, man, fuck how you feeling. Go get you a million. They asking me to freedom. Screaming freedom. Say that. My chopper be singing it go. You don't want no problems with me now. Frida Kruger, bitch, I told you that I'm hot. Back up, bitch, get off me, yeah, I'm out. I'll live at hundreds. So long. 32 hoes out. So long, I've been on this road. So long, so long, so long, so long, so long. So long, so long, I've been laying low. So long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long. I've been on this road. So long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long. I've been laying low. I've been silent way too long. I've been hiding way too long. I've been running in the trenches. I've been dirty. I've been getting it. Yeah, I'm worthy, and it's evident. Why should I worry if they're irrelevant? If you give them what I'm getting, then you giving them what's left of you. Cause I don't want the rest of you. I'm seeming like a test to you. You should be feeling special. You should be proud that I'm next to you. Fuck nigga, I'm the best to you. Praying for a miracle. This is spiritual. Forgive me if I'm irritable, but this life is difficult and it's getting critical. Fighting off my demons, but they get invisible. It ain't in my head no more. It's all in the digital. Staring at the screen, trying to find a new life, but this life ain't what it seems. He said that he hate me, but he know that he love me. He said that he hate me, but he know that he love me. Wake up, we think about me. I'm all his dreams, I'm all that he sees. Love in the gram, I'm a love in your house. I'm love in your dreams, I'm a love in your mouth. Sex every day, he know he's me. Addicted to me, addicted to me. All on the Snapchat, he knows my shit. Bomb memory. All on the Twitter, he knows I think. He wants that, he like that, he looking at me. He wants that, he like that, he looking at me. Close your eyes, I live in the streets. So long, so I've been on this road so long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long. I've been on this road so long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long, so long. I've been laying low. I see both sides of the L. I see both sides of Chanel. Yeah, I've been living in hell. Am I the beast to my bell? Yeah, I'm feeling like both. Yeah, I'm feeling so old. Nah, I'm feeling so bold. Cause I've been on go. No, we ain't chilling, yes, I gotta go. Do what I do and I do it with ease. Fuck how they feeling, I do how I please. Oh, how I please, I'm going clean. Only one cheese, I ain't worried about B. I'm worried about B. I'm only one cheese, I ain't worried about B. Cause I'm worried about me. Fuck you, yeah, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm doing me. Fuck you, yeah, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm doing me. Fuck you, I'm doing what I did. I've been rolling up for weeks. I've been jumping in these streets. Now I'm going in a fuck you. Yeah, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm doing me. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm doing me. Fuck you, doing what I did. I've been rolling up for weeks. I've been jumping in these streets. Now I'm going in on. Now I'm going in on. Now I'm going in on beats. Now I'm going in on. Now I'm going in on beats. Now I'm going in on beats. Now I do this shit for me. Now I do this shit for me. That wasn't really what I was gonna say.
I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Cause who else? I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. You're looking for that heat. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Well, of course. I'm the Nubian queen, show respect to the crown. Soon as you start to float, they try to pull you back down. I done planted the seed, and soon I sprout from the ground. Come and check on my leaves, forever reppin' my town. Always moving forward, never in reversal. The time is always now, life has no rehearsal. Been the main event, while the others is commercial. Sitting high up on these hills, singing blue and yellow, purple. You know how it is, won't always be honky-dory. Should be nice now, but later one different story. They say to pick a lane like choose a category, but my style too big to fit in one aisle. Shorty going $140 on the freeway. Eyes up on the prize, don't care about what he or she say. When I bump this track, they gon' react like with a replay. Play this in the winter and they'll ask who causing heat waves, and I'll say I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Cause who else? I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. You're looking for that heat. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Well, of course. I'm the one when you're alone you should be looking out for. Rolling with the pack of stacks, refer to me as alpha. They talk a lot and busting shots, but I'm quick to counter. They say they better, but I know they ain't got the ounce of potential on the instrumental. Steady working on my muscle, flexing up my mental. Dare to challenge me and you'll indeed require dental. Spreading toxins when they need to be environmental. Yes, yes it is, who the you think it is? My flow is ridiculous, eat it up like licorice. Burst up in this motherfucker, show you what the business is. Is it the door, is it live? Can't tell what the difference is, yeah.
Sources are saying,
yeah.
Siren.
Yeah. 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 I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Cause who else? I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. You're looking for that heat. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Well, of course, I'm the S-A-V. You live with Taji.
Hey. All right. So listen, I told y'all earlier that your girl was gonna have two dope people in our own building, actually. So I keep saying in the building, but in our own
buildings
during this situation of COVID. And now I got Phunny Phy in the building. What's up?
Hi y'all. How y'all doing?
I mean, I hope everybody good. You know, everybody under this,
I know.
this freaking quarantine.
Yeah,
Like,
it's terrible. I really hate it. I hate everything about it. It's crazy. Hi, Prophet. He's like, hey.
yeah, I see it. Hey. So I mean, like I was telling you before, you do not look like you in no damn quarantine.
Oh, girl, I went in the bathroom at 6 o'clock. I was like, all right, let me put a little bit of stuff on my face and make myself look presentable. Because if you would have saw me an hour ago, you wouldn't have wanted me on your show. Trust me.
Girl, if you would have saw me an hour ago, I had to put red on. I forgot what name I gave this one.
Oh my God, they all got names, right? This is Stacy.
Yeah. What's her name?
This is Stacy right here.
Stacy?
Say hi, Stacy. Hi. Okay, good. She came to play.
She came to play, huh?
She came out to play a little bit, yeah.
Man, but you know what? Speaking of which, do you really think that people that are under quarantine and, you know, not with the whole getting hair, makeup, and all that stuff done, I don't think it's that bad. Like,
it's not that bad. It's not that bad. The only thing that I don't like is that we can't get our eyebrows done. Like, I'm okay with the hair, I guess, because I wear wigs, so it's cool. But like my eyebrows, they are terrible. I was able to fix them for this, but they're bad. And my son can't get no haircut. That's not cute.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I thought about hitting up my hairstylist to be like, yo, do you do private, like,
people are doing it.
Yeah,
people
right?
are doing it, but it's so risky.
It is.
You know, it's so risky. There's no way you could be 6 feet away from somebody that's up there doing your hair. Like, we right here with each other. You know, so that is
true.
Thing.
I didn't think about that. I was just like, yo,
put
your mask on. I'm gonna put my mask on and just
right, and we're gonna be good.
Do the damn thing.
Right. Oh my God.
I need to let people know who you are first, because you ever be in a situation where you walk in and then people are talking and it's like, yo, that's somebody you should know, but then you're like, what the hell is that?
Who is that? Right.
So you're a comedian.
I am a comedian. I'm a new comedian. I'm still new. I'm trying to get it together.
You're a comedian. You're a comedian. Whether you new, established, whatever. I hate when people put names on it. You a comedian. You funny.
Right. I'm a comedian.
You
Okay,
stand
I'm
up.
a comedian.
You host your events. You doing your thing.
Thank you.
Right. I know you had some events lined up, you know, until this whole quarantine thing happened.
Yeah, I have something that I'm hoping, praying can still happen in May. It's on May 12th. It's like my first show that I'm really producing by myself, along with my partner, Play Unlimited. And we're coming together to do a big, nice Mother's Day comedy show.
Okay.
But you know, the way it's looking like it may not happen, so we may have to push it back like towards the winter sometime or whatever. But hopefully it can still happen. I don't know. We'll see.
So wait, I'm not gonna lie, you kind of lost me when you said Play Unlimited, because in my head I'm like, what kind of play?
Oh,
you can't be telling people play.
No, let me tell you, her business is more in the adult entertainment business. I'm all
what kind of adult entertainment?
Oh, well, she sells toys and she does lifestyle parties and things like that. Okay. But for this, we're leaving that out of this particular event, you know?
Okay. Because you tell people play entertainment, you be like, yo, we really gonna be playing with toys? Or them toys, like.
That's the name of her thing. And she's a really, really good friend of mine. And she supports me in everything that I do. So I told her when she asked me to partner up with her for this show, I was just like, of course. It was no question about it, you know? So we're doing that. And then we'll get to the adult entertainment things a little later down the line, but we're going to start slow. We're going to start with the soft play. We'll get to the hard play later.
Soft play. Start off soft, because that's how they do. Start off soft. Admit hard. Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
So the event is gonna be rescheduled, right? Because I know I saw that you had one that was supposed to be March 21st.
Yes, and then
right?
the 21st, yeah, and then the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And did I have any? And for April, we just had one on April 1st. But we did that on Instagram Live.
Okay.
So it still happened, but of course it didn't happen the way we wanted it to happen. You know.
Oh, so April Fool's Day. You know, I didn't see any. I didn't really see any April Fool's things going on timelines.
Everybody's saying that it ain't nothing funny right now. I was still on there trying to do my little thing for the people, you know?
Right. Because I mean, to me, I feel like people need laughter during this time, but everybody's like,
exactly. Yeah, it's crazy right now. It's scary, and I feel like comedy and laughter is like such a good outlet for this time, you know, with these things going on. So
yeah. You know, I noticed you changed your name too.
You know what? I took the fat out of my name. I did, because I used to be Phunny Phy Phy.
Right.
And I changed it to Phunny Phy Phy now. Just because I do feel like I represent for big women, you know, for the big girls and stuff like that. But I didn't want that to like kind of define me, you know, because I was having some health issues along with being, you know, a bigger girl. So I started like trying to slim down and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna lose some weight, I might as well drop the fat, you know? So I dropped it, and so now I'm just Phunny Phy Phy. And when I become an older woman and I become like a grandmother, I think I'm gonna just be Felicia. Yeah, I'm gonna just drop all of that and just become my regular old self.
Okay, yeah, so you basically explained Phi is short for Felicia.
Yes,
right? Because you know, you would think Felicia, Phyllis.
Yes. You know, Phyllis was my grandmother, so I was named after her.
Oh,
yeah. So
I'm onto something here.
And it was, look at you! You just know everything, Taji.
hey, I don't know.
Yeah. So
cool,
Phyllis was my grandmother.
I'm actually happy that you dropped the fat part, because it's like I got it, but now like after you explain it, it like makes sense, because it's like, you know, you are who you are, like so obviously, you know, you're a curvy woman, but you don't want to have that stamp, you know, because you'll get some a-holes that will, you know, step out of that and be like, oh, fat feet, like, you know, it's supposed to be funny. But it's like, are you being funny, or are you trying to call me on my name right now?
Exactly,
I'm not feeling that tone. Like, what's up?
Right.
So I see you work a lot at Harlem Nights, right? That's every Wednesday.
Yes, that's the first Wednesday of every month.
First Wednesday every month.
Yes, Rent Money. We do the Rent Money show. That's what we just did on April Fool's Day.
Whoa. Rent Money. Are y'all going around collecting? Or?
Let me tell you, we do collect a little something at the end because it's a free show.
Okay.
So we do collect a little something towards the end to try to give the comedians something. It's an all-female lineup, and it's dedicated to women who pay their rent on the first. I mean, even though I never pay my rent on the first.
I know. I was about to
say,
know?
It ain't dedicated to me. It's dedicated to the other girls. It ain't for me.
Okay.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it's a cool show. It's actually, I don't want to toot our own horn, but it's like the best show in Harlem right now. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, you gotta come check it out. When we get back up and running, you gotta come check it out. It's really, really like
Women Crush Wednesday. First Wednesday of the month. That's how people remember. It's on Women Crush first Wednesday. Bam.
All women, boom. And you know, the woman that started Funny Honeys, Renetta Schofield, she's actually a good friend of mine too. And she put me on, and she's letting me host her shows. So I want to really just give her like a round of applause. And she ain't know me from a hole in the wall, and she just pulled me in like, you know what, Fee, come on, you with me. We doing this. And she got me hosting her show, me and another lady, Bunny. And it took off, and it was just like something really, really big. I didn't expect it to be like that, but
that's nice.
Yeah.
So how long ago, because I know you said you're new, so how long ago did you start actually doing stand-up?
My first show was on October 28th.
Oh, dang, you got the date. Like,
I'm telling you,
28.
I remember that because that was like significant for me. I was like, oh my God, my first show. I was so excited. So that was my first show. Then I was just doing shows monthly from then. And then I started, like, people started picking me up and putting me on their lineups at different shows, like all throughout different times.
So your first show, you was excited? You wasn't nervous?
Oh, no, I wasn't nervous at all. I wasn't nervous at all. You know why? Because I have like a big following. So everybody in the audience was like my family for the first show, you know, but as time went on and I started doing other venues, it wasn't my family and it got rough. But the first couple shows was good.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of your shows. They are fun, you know.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I try to make it fun.
Listen, especially if you're going to invite Black people, you got to have food and drinks. And you have both.
Exactly, yeah.
She got both, y'all. She got food and drinks.
Yes, I got to pull up. My little baby sister is the chef of the family, so she comes out. Bree's Kitchen. Y'all can follow her on Instagram, too. I think it's _ Bree's Kitchen or something like that. But she's doing her thing. And she's only, how old is she, 19 years old? And she's cooking.
Wow.
Anything you could think of, that girl is cooking. She's trying to be somebody, so I put her on.
Yeah, I see that. The only thing is that I wasn't feeling, you know, how when it's time to eat, you got all of these selections here. You like, yo, what is it? One meat, two sides. You know how it goes. You like, yo, like, listen.
Like,
and I'm thinking to myself, like, why is this line like it's, you know, anybody on the line complaining about being on the line. And you're like, yo, why is this? And then you're like, damn. One meat.
When you get up there.
Yo, this is dead wrong. Like this and this and this and this. Like
exactly. Right.
Yeah, but that's what's up. So I did notice that, you know, you have your sister there that handles the food. You know, and you know her business actually, and you have drinks too. Like, do you keep that as well in your family, like the bartender, and then the people that handle like admissions and the DJ?
Yes. So I try to keep everything within the family. At that spot that you're talking about, the bartender was not my bartender, but I do have a bartender that I travel with, and I also have my hair and makeup. My sister makes all my hair for me. My other sister, not the chef, the other one, the stylist. So she does my hair for me. At the door, we'll have like my uncle or my dad or something like that. You know, so I try to keep it in the family, you know.
They know what's up. Like, they know that somebody's trying to come in and cause they gonna know on point.
Exactly.
Nah. Yeah, Fee wants you in. Nah, she don't want you in. Like, that's it. Because family know. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then it takes a lot of stress off of you as well. Because for people that don't know, of course, you know, if you're the host, you're the organizer of an event, like you all over the place.
It's so much.
You know? But that's what's up. So you started hosting your own events, right? That's dope.
I'm trying to find I'm sorry. I'm trying to find like a venue where I could host my own event that's a little bit bigger than Harlem Nights. Because Harlem Nights is kind of small, you know, and I know that I can bring in like many more people if I just had the space, you know.
Right.
So that's in the works, but not now, of course, because everything is closed. But
till when?
Exactly. We don't even know. We don't know, and that's the scariest thing. Like, we really don't know. So I don't know.
I don't know either. Everybody's staying in, doing TikToks and whatnot. Like, listen, I feel
Have you
so
made a TikTok
old.
yet? Did you and your husband do a TikTok?
No, we didn't do one yet. But you know what? I feel so old because I forgot what made me do a TikTok. Like, you know, to, let's say, sign up with a TikTok.
Right.
You gotta be careful. Is it register? Is it whatever? Sign up for TikTok. And I'm like, oh, this is where this was from. Like, a lot of things I be seeing, I'm like, stuff I've been seeing on Instagram all was from TikTok, yo.
From TikTok. Oh my God, my daughter, she does TikTok all day long. She loves it. And I, you know, I hear it in the background, but I've never actually seen, you know, I don't really see the kids. Oh, what's wrong with the baby?
Hey,
Somebody at the door.
you hear something. Gosh.
That's what happened when you got a tape at home.
I know.
I'm surprised one of the kids ain't come running in here yet.
Yo, I be at home like, shut up.
Exactly. Get out of here.
So I see you did some TikToks.
I did the flip the switch challenge with my son. I wasn't standing up.
That was cute. That was cute.
He's so little. I just took the hair off and just put it on. I'm like, sit now, smile. And he's just like, he hated every minute of it, though. He hated it.
Look at those.
Hi, Boo Boo. Oh, look
nosy.
at you. What's his name?
Ace.
Oh, hi, Ace. Look how cute you are. Is he a Chihuahua?
Yeah, you want him?
Oh my God. You know what? Ever since I was little, I was told Chihuahuas were mean. Is that true?
He's not mean, but he barks a lot.
He does bark a lot. Okay. He probably got that little Napoleon complex. It's okay.
Yeah, he
Look
barks a
how
lot.
cute he is. Oh my gosh. Hi, Boo Boo.
Yeah, take me. Take me.
I know, no. Mommy, like, look at he's fat too. Oh my
Yeah, look at him.
That's so
He
cute.
he be eating.
He's a big baby. Oh my, I've never seen a fat Chihuahua before.
What? They
That
be
is the
Chihuahuas
cutest
bigger than
baby.
him?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
They
God.
be wider, looking like hot dogs or whatever.
Little hot dogs, right?
You know?
So cute.
They can't say we starve his ass.
Exactly. That's what they cannot say because he eats. He ain't missing no meals. He eats table food.
Yep.
He does. Oh my God, my daughter eats table food, so they have to. They have babies.
Yeah, I be feeling bad. They be like,
But here, just take the chicken and go. Just go.
exactly. They don't go. They go and come right back.
They
like,
go exactly. As soon as they finish eating that one piece, they be back for more. You be like, what the
Yep.
hell did I start?
Yo, TikTok though.
Yeah, it's crazy. I want to make my own account so I can get on there and do my stuff, you know, so they can see my moves. But the thing is, I can't dance, so it's kind of crazy for me. My daughter, I don't know where she got her moves from because she got it, and I don't have it. I don't have it at all, not even a little bit.
Yo,
So,
it's
I don't
fun.
know.
Like I
It's
just
so
be
much
like,
fun.
ooh look. Like that other one, whatever it's called, the one that all the celebrities is doing with man, I can't think of his name. But when they be like this, don't.
Oh, and the shimmy and the clap.
Yo,
They
I'm
said you
like,
have
oh
4
my
moves.
God.
Elbow, Elmo, shimmy, clap, and you can't even get that right. And that'll be me. I'll be the one to mess it up.
I think you could actually get that right though.
I hope so. I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you. So let's
What?
see if you get this question. How
Okay.
do you feel about kids under 18 having social media?
Oh, it's crazy because I don't like it, and I know that I see that now there are a lot of adults on TikTok. I hate that. But I made my daughter get off of Snapchat because it was just too much going on over there. But I did find out that she snuck and she has a secret Instagram account. And I found out because I was looking through her phone one night. You take the kid's phone and just check it out. So I looked and I didn't see her doing anything wrong. She was just dancing and singing with my son. But then I realized that all the captions were like dedicated to mommy. And then I saw one video and I was just like, what is this? And it was just a video about how much they hated mommy. So I was just like, you know what?
Yo.
Yeah, we're not going to do this. We're not gonna do this.
Yo.
Oh my God. So
we
they
all
don't
been
need no
there,
damn social
though.
media. Yeah,
We
I
all
know. I
been
hated
there.
my mother too. I hated my mother. I hated my parents, all of them. I hate it because I have a
Yeah.
stepfather, I have a dad, and I have my mother, all of them. But they cool now.
Yeah, when you get older, they cool. But when you a
They cool.
teenager, you be like, why? Like, why
It's
you in my business?
terrible.
Why you following me? Why I gotta have my door cracked? Why this? Why that? Like, really?
Exactly.
Why are you mad because I
Exactly.
got a B? Like,
Right, like it's right there. That A is right there. Like, why are you mad? My daughter, she has the nerve to tell me, "You act like I want to fail." I'm like, I remember that commercial from when I was younger. How do you know that commercial? You remember that commercial where he was like, "You act like I'm trying to fail, mom," and the mother was just sitting there stuck And I was like, I know you got that from that commercial, girl. You ain't thinking that yourself.
I can't with you.
Mm-hmm.
So do you and your friends or like your family, do y'all have an agreement to where, you know, you're allowed to be the only comedian? Like nobody else is allowed to be a comedian with you? Like, listen, I am the comedian. Let's leave it at that. You stay in your lane. I'm going to stay in mine. We all can't be funny. Like, it's just not going to work.
Right. You know,
do you have rules or you don't? It's
no,
whatever?
there's no rules. Like my show that I was doing in May, my dad was actually going to do it with me, and my stepfather was going to close it out because the two of them just swear to God they so funny. But they always get up and say, first thing they say is, "I'm not a comedian. I'm not a comedian. I just got a joke for y'all." Like, what the hell you want to come tell a joke for? You know, right. But you know, I let them shine a little something. It's cool. It ain't that bad. But I got some cousins that actually tell me jokes, and they're like, you know, I'm too scared to get up and say it, so do me a favor, say this for me. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I'll say it for you.
I'll do it. No problem.
Yeah, I'll say it for you, whatever, that's fine. Exactly.
Hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's pretty much the same thing, but it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to choose between doing stand-up or hosting, which one would it be?
I would do hosting because when hosting, I feel like I get more stage time like that a little bit, you know. Because when you do your stand-up, they give you what, 5 to 8 minutes. That's
right.
It. When I'm hosting, I could get up there, say a little something in between everybody. I could throw one joke in between everybody real quick, you know, and get a lot of material out like that, you know. Mm-hmm.
Nice. And then like you have that personality too with like helping people out. Like if somebody's like really funny, you know, you can tag off of that.
Yes,
somebody's not really funny, it's just like you know.
You know, and when they're not really funny, that's even better for me because then I get up there and I get a couple more minutes.
Right.
So that works out.
So speaking of hosting, right? How we know how it started. How often do you have them? I mean, now is not the time really, because I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it matters, but don't matter. It's not at this time.
At this moment, right?
So we're not going to say it's next week or following. But how often are your events? Are they every other month? Or are they every month?
They are at least 2 or 3 a month. I try to do. I know I have the rent money that's locked in the first Wednesday of every month.
Well, I mean, but do you have the rent money? Do you have the rent money though?
Oh, I don't personally have the rent money. No, the rent is not paid. The rent is still not paid.
But you got the rent money. Okay.
But yeah, I got the rent money, you know. But you know, we got rent money, and then the other shows that just come in between, I don't usually get to host the other shows because they already like have their hosts and things like that. But I come in and I do my 5-8 minutes or whatever, and then I get off. But you know, it's cool. My support system, they still come out. No matter if I'm doing 5 minutes, 2 minutes, or hosting or whatever I'm doing, they still there. So
that's what's up.
Cool.
You definitely do have a support system. I've seen it. You know, I can actually vouch for show, guys. I've been there more than once, and it is fun. And how do you go about like picking the comedians that's interested? Because is it like through word of mouth and people come to you and be like, oh, I'm interested in coming on your show? Do you select the comedians? Like, how does one go about doing stand-up at your event?
Well, a lot of people DM me and just say, hey, like it'll be a friend of theirs that I met prior to them DMing me, and they'll say, hey, you know, I'm friends with Taji, and I wanted to know if you had a couple of minutes on your show that I could do. And I try to give everybody a chance because being that I'm still so new, I still need chances myself, you know, so I don't tell anybody no. I'm like, yeah, you can come on. I got time for you. I got time for you and you and you. And we're going to make it happen. We're going to all get to the top together. It's enough time for all of us.
I mean, I'm sure you come upon people that aren't funny at all, like dead silence the whole
the whole time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
When things like that happen, I always laugh. You know, I'm never just like sitting there looking at the person because it's hard to be up there too. It's not an easy job,
Right.
And you got people that have their conversations. They don't care. It's like they came there for a meeting and they got to have this meeting right now. Like, listen, we have to talk about what's going on in the office. Never mind this person that's up here on stage. We have to speak about this and this. And then you're like, yo, why y'all gotta have a meeting right now? Why y'all can't just focus on what's going on the stage, So you got those people that come out and that are just really, really rude. And then you got people that pay attention, and you got people that pay attention too much, I want to say, and they just don't laugh. It's like they're so into it, they forget to laugh. And you're like, you can laugh. That was a joke. Like, that's you. It's on y'all now. Like, y'all can laugh,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I came to, actually, one of your shows I came to where I met Ace Zanders at, right?
Love him. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people, but there's a reason why though. I was one of those people, I came and I took an edible before I came.
You were stuck?
I thought I was gonna be on the floor, everything. And I was there like,
you were stuck.
And I'm like, yo, this shit is funny. Why am I not laughing?
Why am I not laughing? That is so funny. Oh my God. At least you had a reason. At least you have a valid explanation as to why you weren't laughing. Like, I've never taken an edible before. I want to.
Listen, I tried it and I was scared. I was like, yo, this thing is probably gonna have me wanting to walk across the damn stage. Like, yo, what up?
Right.
But
it just mellows you out.
Mm-hmm. And so listen, this is a lesson for people. Do not take edibles before you go to a comedy show. Don't do it. And even I'm telling you, do it. Don't do it, because people will do it. Like, they do the opposite. Don't do it.
Of course.
They're gonna do it. You tell them
they're gonna do it.
They're not gonna do
it.
They're
not gonna
do it.
Actually,
take an edible.
Do it. Do it before every show you go to. Make sure you take one.
Yo, it was crazy. I was like, yo, I felt like something was wrong with me. I'm like,
right.
It was crazy.
That is too funny.
But I know your event is in Harlem, and is it at the same location? Are you gonna change locations?
Oh, the event in May?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually in Brooklyn.
Oh.
It's actually in Brooklyn. The lady that I'm partnering with, my friend with Play Unlimited, she is stationed out in Brooklyn, so she wanted to do it out there, which was fine because it's not far. It's like I don't know Brooklyn, but it's like if people take the 3 train, it's like an hour ride on the 3 train, or if you drive, it's like 45-minute drive. It's not too bad. But it's in Brooklyn. It's at the Amore event venue. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. I went and checked it out maybe like I want to say like 4 weeks ago before this craziness started. And it's all white, and they got like pretty lighting that comes up from the floor, and they're gonna bring in a stage, and I just really hope that it can happen. But whenever it does happen, it's gonna happen there. It has to happen there, because that place is just too beautiful to not
sounds nice.
have an event. It's really nice.
Too.
Hello, girl. Very expensive.
Let's talk about the floor and all this other stuff. Like,
yeah, we got some VIP tables. We're gonna have some bottle girls there. It's gonna be a good time. I'm just really, really hoping it could. And I really wanted to do it for Mother's Day because I feel like I want to honor the mothers. I felt like it would be really nice, but maybe we could do it for stupid Father's Day. I don't know. Father's Day.
Why can't with you?
Or maybe 4th of July, or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Something, but it's going to get done. But that particular show is going to be out in Brooklyn. Most of my shows happen in Harlem, though.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to do this, but we're going to take a quick break.
A quick break, okay.
A quick one. And we're going to be back, and we're going to talk about some more stuff and try to cram it all in real quick.
Cram it all in.
It's almost time. We zooming, y'all. We zooming.
It's Zoom, so we're trying to get it right. I done pressed my screen. I went from over here to over there. I don't know what I just did, but thank God it's break time.
You and me both. But social distancing.
Yes, exactly.
Right? All right, so we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be right back.
Okay.
Yo, the fuck knocking on the door? Yeah. Every time I come around, they like a sky. Where you been at on the fine mission? Wild, different, baby. I'm exclusive. I got billions on my mind. If you round me, help me stack it. You not adding to these beats. Stay the fuck about the building. Only keep the queens in my atmosphere. Mommy keep it real. She don't play. She have no fear. Them hating niggas in my city cannot have no shit. I'm learning lessons, being greedy, cause my family near. I got a lot of babies round me that I'm trying to feed. Explore the maps and caught myself in them a bunch of cribs. Invest and multiply a motherfucking dividends. Cause to be real, I'm only rapping just to help these kids. And to them killers rapping sets, I hope you get message. The common enemy within the leaders of systems. Stop killing American, we only satisfying them. Agenda wars designed to conquer us inside within. Every time I come around, they like the sky. Where you been at on the fine mission? Wild, different, baby. I'm exclusive. I got billions on my mind. If you round me, help me stack it. You not adding to these beats. Take the fuck about the building. Every time I come around, they like the sky. Where you been at on the fine mission? Wild, different, baby. I'm exclusive. I got billions on my mind. If you round me, help me stack it. You not adding to these beats. Take the fuck about the building. Every time I come around, they like the sky. Where you been at on the fine mission? Wild, different, baby. I'm exclusive. I got billions on my mind. If you round me, help me stack it. You not adding to these beats. Say the fuck about the building. See, I don't switch sides, cause I don't pick sides. I got beef with the divide, so I mix sides. And if you dipping, yo, I see you on the flip side. I never burn no fucking bridges for the reprise, yo. I'm one with an army of clans. You want a solo rolling in the stands, yo. Say low-key, I'm totally like I'm banned. That's a fiction, now I'm really in the man. I got 6 months before the pensions. Hit the clan, put them on my back. I need the big racks, no retire plans. Every time I come around, they like the sky. Where you been at on the fine mission? Wild, different, baby. I'm exclusive. I got billions on my mind. If you round me, help me stack it. You not adding to these beats. Say the fuck about the building. Show we fully reload now, yo. We in the zone, yo. We battle a whole beam show. Body the soul ratio. We fully reload now, yo. We in the zone, yo. We battle a whole beam show. Crash. How many times you ran through the same board match? Nostalgia getting the deja, madness smash. We call up Anita, she make up the can of baddest bash. She kicking the Alice like she the Alice. I wonder what latest stash. Hoping the business do not come knocking all on the new aircraft. Pulling the strings, we get our wits in back. Kicking the system, pumping through millions. Speed is the wisdom, ain't it sad? Can I remember where we came from? Watch the past, we got it bad. When the slugs penetrate, you feel a burning sensation. Getting closer to God. In a tight situation, word of prodigy. I'm out to be the tightest son. Queen is rapping how they straight. Queen standing off like Stoney. Her ass I pick it so sweet. She got these foxes on me, them vivid cause of Monies. My God, this game so old, please. Better respect every chapter, don't just judge without the character. Unless you know narration, project dominate the matrix. Crash. How many times you ran through the same door match? Nostalgia in the deja, mad need to smash. We call up Anita, she wake up the can of baddest bash. We kicking the Alice like with the Alice wanted to land. Body the soul ratio, we fully reload now. We in the zone NATO, we battle a whole beam show. Body the soul ratio, we fully reload now. We in the zone NATO, we battle a whole beam show. She said she got problems with her past self. She She been running all this game with all the bad men. Don't come looking for her on the late night. She can't be your summer, say me when you want that kryptonite. I had to wake up for my damn self, cause them vultures came around at the brain cells. They got the skills to sway the masses. Had to discern their conscience, listen to my consciousness. I had to listen to my conscience, listen to my conscience, listen to my conscience. Yes. Sky on the train, like, Scorpion on the beat, like, body just celebration, fully
we gon' go above the mountain. We gon' fly the fucking skies, galaxies. Fuck the peak of the mountain. Fuck the top. We gon' go beyond that shit. For real. But y'all keep doing that thing. I can't wait till you come out with some music and music videos.
I've been grinding all day, need a smoke break. Finding my way in the slow space, baby. When you call me, I'm on airplane TNT, trying to stack these records till the airways hear me. I'm steady with the guidance. I got killers right behind me. Got angels out to guide me. So please don't try to find me when I disappear. Always know that I'm stronger when I reappear. They try to catch me rolling through these oceans, east to west, I'm coast to coasting in these oceans. I take a trip right to the islands to keep me focused. Stay busy penning stories about these oceans. So if you try to find me, I'll be rolling in these city streets. I stay devoted. Don't let these sucker niggas hold ya. Just keep it real and stay focused. Just keep it real and stay focused. Instigating me to fight, but you'll only get the rides. Everybody call me quiet, but they never thought they get to see the sky. I don't gotta speak. Hunger striking, you feel that shit for miles. Causing quakes like I'm Kimmy with the meat cells. I don't need the details, I just take the risk. And I think about the consequence. While I'm watching play defense. 25, 25. I'll make the max bounce tonight. I'll make them bounce. I need 25 rounds. 25 rounds. Make these calibers blast tonight. I'll make them blast tonight. You are now live with Taji.
What I'm gonna say? Hey. All right. So we back on Live with Taji. Y'all see this big ass sign? Live with Taji.
Yes, live with
On
Taji.
WEMS Radio. Where is it? It's up there somewhere. WEMS
It's just somewhere, right?
And we here with Phunny Phy Phy Phy.
Hey.
Well, your Instagram say Phunny Phy, but
Oh,
then
it
you know,
does?
yeah, your name is Phunny Phy.
Phy. Oh my God! I didn't
No,
even know
I'm
that.
lying. I'm lying.
It's,
Y'all.
it's two white. It's two
Phunny
Phys, right?
Phy Phy.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm lying, y'all. Listen, it's funny. That's PH. Funny.
Yes, everything with a PH.
Underscore PHY.
Even when I get bigger and I talk about my fans, they're gonna be PHANS. Ooh, see what I did there?
Ooh.
Instead of the FANS, because I'm Felicia with a P. Yeah, I've been working on that my whole life.
But you know what? Some people might see Fifi and think of Phy Phy.
They call me Phi Phi. They call me Phy Phy. They call me Faye. I'm like, I don't know how you get Faye from that, but you know, some people have called me Faye.
People be trying to add stuff to names.
Exactly. Like it's
all the time.
But you know, I just correct them because I know it does look like Phi, but it's cool.
Or Phy Phy, because you know, physical.
Oh, right. I didn't think about that.
Phy Phy. You gotta be like, why the hell are you calling me Phy Phy?
Why you saying my name like that?
Say my name.
Exactly, but say it right. It's true.
Hey, what's happening?
Right.
All right, so we back. For those tuning in for the first time, you should not be, all right, because the show is almost over. We got Phunny Phy Phy. Not Phi Phi, not Phy Phy. Phunny
not
Phy
Faye. We in the building.
Yeah, I don't know how
as Taji said, we in our own building, honey.
Yes. We zoom in with these video interviews.
Yes.
And,
I actually like the Zoom thing, Taji.
Listen, I don't, because you got this dope light right now shining on you. And I'm looking dull.
All right, we gotta get to a light.
Like poop right now. Okay,
we gotta get to a light.
People are probably like, I can't see you. Like, I got the hat on. I think if I didn't have the hat on, you could probably see more. But listen,
it might be a little bit better. Right?
You
what's
know,
her name?
I forgot.
All right, well, Red. We're gonna call her Red.
You know what? I think I called her because I had this for a while. I just don't wear it often because it's old. But I think I call it Rihanna or Riri.
Oh,
because you know when she had the red hair. Years ago,
yes,
that's when I got the red.
Yes.
Like Riri, you know.
That was, come here, real boy, can you get it up? That was back in them days. I remember her.
Yeah, you know. And you said your name Stacy.
Yeah, this is Stacy. She comes out every once in a while.
Once in a while.
Nice.
She laid out nice.
Yeah, she do.
You got the nice lighting, looking like a damn celebrity. And I'm over here looking like poop. Like,
oh my God.
It is what it is. Hi, I
Oh
see
my
how you
God.
doing me.
We're going to
Right.
get you a light, Taji. We're going to get you a light, sis. We're going to get you right over there. I actually have a second light. I don't know if it's working or not, because when my daughter does her thing, she got one light here, one light there. She get in the middle and she get crazy with it.
Mhm.
So, because she asked everybody for ring lights for Christmas. So, he likes Stacy. So, oh my
I want
God.
to ask you, right? Because I'm always curious to know. Did you
Mhm.
think of any other names, or did you have any other names before it came to Phunny Phy Phy?
No, I was just always just Felicia. Well, funny story. When I was born, I was named Shaquanda. That was my name when I was born. And I was Shaquanda for the first 14 years of my life. And I just felt like it was a really ugly name. And I told my mother I don't want to be called Shaquanda anymore. But when I was born, I was named Shaquanda, right? But we used to call me Felicia, but my middle name is Monet. So it was weird because Felicia was never my name until I became junior in high school or something like that. And they were like, they did the attendance and they were like, oh, this person's never showed up. I'm like, wait, that's me. So it was weird. So I was Shaquanda for a while and I became Felicia, and I just love my name Felicia. So I was always just Felicia. But when I made the Instagram, I didn't even make the Instagram to be a comedian or anything like that. I just made it just to share funny things on it. So I just called it Phunny Phy, you know? So yeah, it was just always my regular name. That's it.
Nice. You know it's cute too, because I know your events are usually on a Friday, like Phunny Phy Fridays.
Yes, yeah, but the Friday with the PH, you know? Everything PH, everything PH.
I mean, yeah, your pH better be on balance.
I was just about
too.
to say, my pH balance is good over here too, okay?
So,
Everything pH.
so speaking of which, how is this COVID like treating you? Not like, well, health wise, we see you okay.
I'm
You
good.
haven't coughed not once during the show.
I am not sick. Not sick. Let me tell you. I'm an essential worker. I work in nursing at Mount Sinai Hospital. So I see it on a daily basis. I see the people come in. I see them get sick. I see them pass away. But I also see them get better, you know? So that's what I like to share with people. I like to share that the death toll that we see on the news and on the internet and stuff like that, that's all real, but people are recovering from this. I actually shared something on my Facebook page today. My cousin was sick for 17 days and she is perfectly fine now. She was really, really, really sick. ICU sick.
Wow.
But she's better now. And they don't share that. They don't share that the way that they should. We discharge patients all the time. I discharge people every day I go to work. I also, we have a lot of deaths as well. I'm not trying to negate that, but we do have a lot of deaths. So we have a lot of discharges. We send a lot of people home, and they are still positive when they leave the hospital. They go home and they quarantine at home, but they don't come back. So they got.
But you know what? That's good to know, because even myself, like, you would think that, oh my God, you got corona. Now you're about to die. Like,
right. No, it's not a death. It's not a death sentence. I'm so sad that that's what we think of because of what we've been told. It's not a death sentence. People recover from it every single day. I work with these people. I work closely with these people. I'm drawing their blood. I'm doing their EKGs. I'm in their faces. And I'm not sick. I'm fine. And we have a shortage of PPE at my hospital. The protective gear, the mask and the gloves and the gowns and the shields. It's a shortage of everything. But, I go there, I protect myself, and I come home to my family, and I'm fine, and my family is fine. So I'm okay.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Stay blessed.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. You too. You too. It's scary.
Being in a hospital, to me, I feel like you're susceptible more to things, because people coming in sick, and it's crazy. So that's good that you're still doing okay. And but I used to work in a hospital too, so I understand it. know.
Yeah,
I'm still
crazy.
considered an essential worker as well.
Really?
But I work in a department to where like I'm required because I help other essential people, so I'm needed. But I'm working from home most of the week and going in once to twice a week. But
nice.
I mean, it's still crazy. But that's good to know the positive aspect of things because a lot of people know that.
And I try to tell people that every single day. I'm like, listen, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. As long as we do what we're supposed to do, you know, and stay the hell from outside if we don't have to go outside. I see the boys on the corner rolling up weed and smoking. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all doing this? Because then you'll take this home to your grandmother and grandma won't be as well off as you'll be with it. You know what I mean? So hopefully people just stay home.
Before we go, I definitely want to ask you a few questions real quick.
Okay.
One, do you think you'll be going on tour anytime soon, if interested in that?
I'm so interested in the tour. The lady, I call everybody a girl and a boy. I'll talk about you. I'll talk about Papa. Like, yeah, that girl up there and that boy, but you're a grown ass woman and that's a grown ass man. So, but the lady, my friend Vanetta, she's actually going on a tour. She's going to New Orleans, I know, and she wants to do stuff there. My other friend is going to Canada and she's going to do some shows up there. She wants me to go with her there. But because I work so much and because I have the kids, I don't know if I'll be going on the tour anytime soon. Right. But I definitely would love to go on a tour.
Okay. Also, for comedians to be in your show, is there an age requirement?
Yeah, I mean 18 and older. You know, not necessarily 21 because I don't go anywhere where there is like a 21 and older kind of thing going on. It's like 18, you know. So.
Okay. So you gotta be legal. You gotta be legal. Of
course, that's it. Because we might have Taji come through with the edibles. You never know. So.
I want people laughing.
Oh yeah. They can't take the edibles to show. I forgot.
After.
Exactly right.
After. And
so 18.
And I know you do raffles at your event. Is that something you do all the time or here and there?
No, I try to do it at every show that I have to kind of give back, you know, because the tickets were cheap. The tickets are going to get more expensive as I become who I want to be. You know what I mean? But you know, I try to give back as much as I can to people, and I feel like the raffle is a good thing because I want to go somewhere, and I know I spent my $20 or whatever to get in. Like, oh wait a minute, and I get a free raffle ticket, or I got to just buy this raffle ticket here for $2. Count me in. You know, people like to win stuff, and it's just my way of giving back. I love to give back to people.
Oh, ain't that nice? Oh,
yes. I try.
All right. So I have 30 seconds, and I get to ask you any question I want.
Okay.
Right? It's not crazy. I know you got scared. Okay. I know you got. It ain't Taji. I'll be nice.
All right.
30 seconds, but it's only one word answers.
Okay.
One word answers. Not no, oh man, both. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Family Feud, my favorite show. Sorry, my mom is calling me. What the hell is wrong with these women? Starting to call me at the same, my mother, my stepmother, at the same time. What the hell is going on? Okay.
All right, so
I'm here for it.
30 seconds. I get to ask you whatever. It's either your answer is yes or no, not no maybe, or it's either or. Got it?
Okay.
So just so you know, we fair. I'm gonna do my stopwatch. Right? I haven't started it yet.
All right.
Go. Oh, it went black. It don't count. All right. Tall or short?
Short.
Wide or long?
Wide.
Kevin or Mike?
Mike.
Will or Martin?
Martin.
Favorite day?
Friday.
Favorite color?
Pink.
Act or host?
Host.
Inside or outside?
Inside, honey.
Inside?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh man, my time is up.
Oh my God, I wanted more.
wasn't bad.
I'm telling you, I love Family Feud. I'm here for it. If we do another show, can we just do these lightning things straight through the whole hour? Boom, 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 boom. I love it.
All right, I'm gonna add a bonus.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Is it gonna be in general or during this time of the COVID pandemic?
Oh God, COVID stuff.
All right, COVID, during COVID.
We can do COVID. Okay.
Sex or no sex?
I'm gonna have to say sex because I don't want to say no sex. A little bit too much sex get you in trouble though. So.
Living la vida loca.
Exactly. But I'm gonna have to say sex. I have to.
Yeah. F COVID. I need sex.
Exactly. Shit.
Yo, I hear that. Yo, it's crazy how an hour goes by so fast.
Oh my God. I wish we didn't have to take no break. I wish it could go on forever.
Man, we could have just kept it going.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you need to come on my show like when we actually able to go out and be under 6 feet and whatever.
Yes.
Radio station and we need 2 hours because it's 1 hour business.
We do need 2 hours for real. Last time we scheduled, the babysitter ain't come through, but you know what? I'll leave the kids home by themselves. I get them Benadryl. They'll be all right. They're all right. They'll be fine without me for a couple hours. It's all right.
They'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. But yeah, we need 2 hours.
Definitely.
I mean, this was fun.
It was so much fun. Mm-hmm.
And then, when you come to the station, you could bring a nice little ring light.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
There.
You know what I'm saying? Bring Stacy or
Stacy.
I'm going to bring Casey.
I'm going to bring Stacy because Prophet likes Stacy.
Yeah. So, Stacy.
I'm going to bring her for him.
Wait, I wanted to ask you too real quick. Any footage on YouTube? Do you have like a YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel. I don't. People are starting to call me. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't. Word, Stacy. I don't update it as often as I probably should. And being that I'm home and I have so much time now, I should update it, but I didn't, and I don't. I just got like the old thing. Like my very first show is on there. It actually got a few views. People liked it. I got a lot of good feedback from it. But it's a lot of old stuff on there. But I gotta update it because I have stuff in my phone that I can put on it. Bring those eyes too. You mean these old things, these little lashes things here?
Yo,
oh my God, it's too much.
So you have, we praying May 12th, right? Is your show with
hopefully.
Play
Unlimited. Play Unlimited.
I'm thinking entertainment. I was Play Unlimited, right? With
Phunny and that's the first. That's the first of many shows with Felicia and Play Unlimited. Mm-hmm. And it's actually under my production thing, Phunny Productions. So trying to get that going too, you know?
Keep it going, girl. Keep it going.
Thank you so much, Taji. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you
no
for
problem.
everything.
I know we've been, we both be busy. We both got
going
on.
Definitely.
And, I thank you. I also thank you for allowing my husband D Wise Guy to be one of the comedians on your show.
Of course.
And then also, some of the comedians that's been at your event has also been on his show.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I see that. I'm looking.
World. It's a small world. Like people that we've connected with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh shoot, we know him too. Oh,
exactly.
Shoot.
I'll be trying to call up the station like, hey y'all, it's me.
Yo, but keep doing your thing, and whenever you want to come back, let us know. If not me, you got D Wise, you know what I mean? And
yes,
you got
definitely.
Prophet, you got the connects on WEMS Radio.
Hey, it's lit.
Please tell everybody where to follow you. Like you got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, website, whatever.
Yes. Y'all can follow me at Phunny Phy Phy on Instagram. That is PHUNNY_PHYPHY. Y'all can pull up to my Facebook if y'all want. That's Phi Monet Gomez, but that's more for like my aunts and my grandmothers and stuff like that. So you won't really have too much fun over there. But on Facebook, on Instagram, y'all can get the real me. Y'all might get a little bit Stacey over there too, honey.
Oh shoot.
I have a Twitter. I don't know how to use it. I need to work on that, and I need to work on my YouTube for real. But that's where the real.
Yeah, a lot of people was on this YouTube thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like I will always say, listen, if you have more than one site and you want people to just be, because you know people are lazy. You can't be like, oh, this is my website, this is my YouTube,
exactly.
This is wait for my merch, this is for my
right.
Put it all in one on Linktree.
Mm-hmm.
They got no excuse. They got no excuse.
Right.
Click that.
Okay.
Buy tickets. Bam. Want to see me on YouTube? Bam. Want to see me on this show? Bam. No excuse.
You said Linktree?
Linktree. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay. Yes.
Right
please
after.
Do. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Linktree. And of course, you know, I know you wasn't here at the beginning. But September 12th, September New York Fashion Week by your girl. I'm live with Taji, but you know, I got my fashion coffee thing, my second annual, so I definitely want you there. And
I will be there. I will definitely be there.
It's at it's gonna be. Oh, listen, it's where you. It's gonna be in Harlem.
Ooh, hello, down the block, because you know Harlem is just a couple blocks. So
it's gonna be at the National Black Theater actually.
That's beautiful. I actually did a sipping. What did I do over there? A sipping buy or something like that when I used to sell my sex toys and stuff, you know. But that's a nice place. That's a really, really nice place.
Yeah, it's big. Like,
it is huge. It's huge, girl.
It's nice. But yes,
so are you selling tickets for that or something?
Yeah, I have tickets on Eventbrite, and it's also on the Fashion Week website because they say you ain't official if you ain't on the Fashion Week calendar.
You gotta be on that website, honey.
Bam, I'm there for y'all, so y'all understand. All right, and I'm gonna end it real quick. A reminder: listen, everybody, get your Fashion GXD magazine because your girl is in it.
Are you?
Bam!
Oh my God! Look at you.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the name, Fashion Coffee. Right. So any designers interested in showing their looks on the runway, any models, I mean, I already have a list, but any more models, vendors, sponsors, swag bag gifts.
Nice. Okay.
Hit me up. I'm getting my team together now.
I wanna recommend so many people to you.
Oh, dope.
Hey.
Hello. Hey.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
COVID is not going to stop it. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing my auditions, but you know what? Virtual auditions, Zoom auditions.
Definitely.
So good. And listen, make sure y'all support this lady right here, Phunny Phy Phy. Yo, you be support everywhere. Me, Harlem Nights.
Trying to be everywhere.
I see you did Broadway comedy.
Yeah, funny.
You doing your thing.
I'm trying. I'm just waiting to go outside again. Once we can go outside again, it's lit, y'all.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Stay safe.
Yes,
everybody
stay safe.
And we will see each other again soon.
Yes,
Taji. Oh, you like that?
Thank you.
Off of Zoom.
We'll be in the same building.
Yes, same building.
In the same building.
Yes. Thank you so much for doing this Zoom interview.
Thank you.
Stay healthy and funny as you are.
Thank
you. Sweet as you are. Tell the fam I said hi.
I will, definitely.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and yeah, make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday night live with Taji, WEMS Radio 8 to 10. And that's just how we gonna do it. And Wednesdays, right? Wednesdays we got Profit Radio from 6 to 8, and then the Comfort Zone by the Lulus. That's Mr. and Mrs.
Nice.
Right? They the sexperts, so that kind of like tags into the whole adult toy thing. Yeah, sexpert, and you know what is it? Neurotic therapy and all that good stuff. Yeah, all that good stuff. So y'all tune in tomorrow night, and we out. COVID out.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.